If you have ever tried container gardening in shade and ended up with sad, struggling plants, I get it. Most people think you need a sunny garden to grow your own food, but that's wrong. My balcony gets about 6 hours of sun in summer and barely any in winter, and I'm still harvesting lettuce, kale, carrots, strawberries or raspberries. Here is the truth. Some crops actually taste better when grown in shade. Today, I'm showing you exactly what works, what doesn't, and the 3 mistakes that kill shade gardens before they even start. Before you buy a single plant, you need to understand your shade type. And there is a simple method to figure this out. Partial shade means 3 to 6 hours of direct sun. Most vegetables handle these conditions just fine. Full shade is under 3 hours of direct sun. It's harder, but you can still grow food here. Here is what you can do. Spend one day observing your space. Check it at 9 AM, noon and 6 PM. Find the spots where you get the most light and place your sun-loving plants like raspberries there. Now let me show you what actually grows well in these conditions. Let's start with lettuce. This is your best friend in shade. Lettuce actually does better in shade than in full sun. When it gets too much sun, it bolts and it turns bitter. In shade, it stays sweet and tender for much longer. It's ready to harvest in about 30 days. Kale also handles partial shade really well. The truth is, shade-grown kale tends to be more tender and less bitter than kale grown in full sun. Carrots also work in shade if you choose short varieties like Paris Market or Thumbelina, which are perfect for containers. They do fine with 4 to 5 hours of sun. They will take a bit longer to mature in shade, but they are still productive. Peas are also more shade tolerant than most people realize. Sugar snap peas and snow peas are cool season crops anyway, so partial shade actually helps them stay productive longer. Just make sure to give them something to climb on. Now here is where it gets interesting. You can also grow fruit in shade. Strawberries can work in shade, especially alpine strawberries. These wild varieties thrive in partial shade. They are smaller than regular strawberries but incredibly sweet. You can grow them in hanging baskets to save space and keep them away from slugs. Regular strawberries also work great with 4 to 5 hours of sun. Raspberries need a bit more light, around 5 to 6 hours, but they handle partial shade pretty well, especially if they get morning sun. The bonus with berries in shade is that they ripen more slowly, which actually extends your harvest period. Don't forget about herbs. Many herbs actually do really well in partial shade. Mint is probably the easiest. It grows like crazy in shade, almost too well. Parsley and cilantro both thrive with less sun and actually stay more tender. Chives handle shade just fine too. And finally, impatiens. These flowers bloom like crazy in shade and add gorgeous color to your edible containers. Begonias are another solid option. They thrive in partial to full shade and give you continuous blooms all season long. So now you know what to plant. But here is what most people get wrong that kills their shade garden. Let me give you the 3 things that actually make a difference. First, water less than you think. Shades means the soil stays moist much longer. Overwatering kills more plants than underwatering does. Always check the soil before you water. 2. Get your soil right. Use quality potting mix with some compost mixed in. Good drainage is absolutely critical when you are growing in shade or you will end up with root rot. And 3. Move your containers around. Even shady areas have different microclimates. That extra hour of morning sun can literally double your harvest. This is why putting your containers on wheels really helps. Or use fabric grow bags. They are lightweight and super easy to move around. One last thing before we wrap up, watch out for slugs. They absolutely love shade. You can use beer traps or copper tape around your containers. And that's it. Start with the easy stuff, lettuce, kale, strawberries, and some herbs like mint or parsley. Once you've got those going, you can expand to carrots, peas, and raspberries. Don't let shade stop you from growing food. Some crops actually prefer it. If this video was helpful, hit that subscribe button. And you can find detailed videos about the best vegetables to grow in shade and the best herbs for shady spots in the description. They go way deeper into each plant and give you specific growing tips.